Hey guys, week 7 of restorative yoga practice, and this week we're going to be focusing on the posterior chain muscles behind your body, from the neck down to the back to the base of your legs as well. Okay, so what's essential for the setup today is to have a mat next to the wall, because you're going to be utilizing the wall with your legs at the back against the wall quite a fair bit throughout the class. Yeah, 2 yoga blocks or the props that you need, 1 strap, and a folded blanket or towel with a rounded side seated on, and tilt your pelvis forward, lengthen the chest back of the palms down to your knees, chin mudra, soft elbows, begin to close your eye gaze and breathe in and out through your nose. Welcoming yourself to the practice by acknowledging how you breathe from the belly up through to the chest, and soften down to your sit bone and the blanket. Feel more from the belly, side ribs up towards your chest. Exhale, soften down. Let's take 6 more. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more now. Breathe in. Breathe out. And twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Smooth breath out. Again, hugging onto your own body, left palm, your own left palm to your chest, right palm to your navel. Soften the elbows on the side, begin to breathe in and out again. Inhale. Exhale. So this time we're going to feel more awareness right into your palms. Inhale. Exhale, softly hugging down into your bodies. 6 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Breath in. Breath out. And final 3. Inhale. Exhale. Just feel the light lift of the front and backs of the bodies. Twice more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And the final one. Breathe in. And breathe out. Release your hands back to the top of the knees. Chin mudra, soft breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So this time you're going to feel the hips widen up towards a folded blanket. Inhale again. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's take 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more. Breath in. Breath out. Ease the breath out fully. Join the palms to your chest. Breathe in. Bow. Namaste. Let's start your restorative practice now. Okay? So, for the first 2 postures, we're going to be removing the blanket, folded blanket. Put it right against the wall with the rounded side facing you. Okay? So you have 2 tennis balls handy, 1 strap handy next to you. Bring in the blocks as well. So blocks on the outer inner edge of the mat. So you're going to sit towards the wall with the back facing the wall. Yeah? So pelvic, hip joint, go back, go back. First pose, Dandasana. Staff pose. Now use that strap, keep the buckle short at the front, strap out, and keep the buckle handy to you in case you need to adjust it. Yeah? So once you pull the strap, if you want to keep your feet hip width apart, grab one block, long, tall, glide it to the upper edge of the block, and use your own thighs to squeeze the block in. Keep your 10 toes flexing. You want to adjust your yoga strap or the belt towards the top base of the foot, just underneath your toes, and then get your tennis ball handy. Now the first move, we're going to place one tennis ball first on the dimple of your lumbar spine, which is your lower back, right above the belt line. So that lumbar, curvy, inward spine, place one tennis ball there. And then use your own upper chest body weight to lean back against the wall. The next tennis ball, place it on the dimple of your back of your neck, just underneath your skull. And then just rest your palms, top palm down, wrist forward, facing down towards the mat. Okay? Remember to squeeze your thighs in lightly towards the block to maintain the tautness there of the strap, which will allow you to feel that stretch along that hamstrings, along that calf down to the ankle, at the same time releasing your cervical spine, your lumbar spine, while you maintain your mid-long spine, thoracic spine stable against the wall. So again, palms can be flat down or flat facing up. Okay, your choice. I prefer this way. So shoulders are not so inner rotation, it's more towards the outer rotation side. So once you stay here a little bit longer, feel more towards the backs of the body, massaging the tennis ball towards your necks, towards your lower back, or you stretch down the base of the legs. Okay? So about 3 minutes here for the interest of time. Of course, for a passive stretch, you can stay up here combining tennis balls and blocks up to 3 to 5 minutes. Try not to go longer than that. Just rest your body against the wall. And you're going to feel that your mid-back is more towards the wall, of course, with your head slightly lifted off, with your lower back slightly lifted off. So this is going to counter stretch our hunching forward position, sitting at the desk the whole day. One more breath now. And last one, inhale. And exhale. First, guys, release your hands back out. Lean the head slightly forward. Release the tennis ball above. Take it up. Lean your chest slightly forward to glide the lower tennis ball out from the lower back. Alright? So you're going to still need that strap and the block, but we're going to come back to that. Remove the block. Lighten the strap. Rock your butt off the folded towel. Okay? So this time, folded blanket can be above your thighs, but before you go there, I want to show you again, adjust your backs again. Down the front, same thing. Below the 10 toes, one yoga block squeezing into your upper mid thighs. Hand tightness there. Okay, look here. Heels draw in. Lift up the hamstrings. Put one tennis ball against each side. Yeah? Very nice. And then stretch back out. So you're going to be focusing on releasing your hamstrings. Now here comes in handy. The other block. Place it high, mid, or flat. Blanket over it. Fold your forearms. Release the back from the wall. Butt cheeks, side hips towards the wall, and then lean forward. You can fold your forehead on your folded forearms, and then keep the heels forward. So So the light forward folding action is going to make you feel more of this stretch, okay, towards the top part of the back of your legs. And again, in the interest of time, I'll show you for just slightly about 2 minutes. Now let your upper back round, that's totally alright. Your shoulders are relaxed, your forearm are rested on the blocks and the blanket, okay? Maintain that light squeeze into the lower block between your thighs. Maintain that long legs towards the base of the strap. Now just about over a minute, and I'm going to switch positions again, yeah? So soft breath, conscious relaxation to allow your breath to ease down. Again, if you can't breathe well, you can turn your head sideways and let it rest, yeah? Final 20 seconds here, guys. And I can already begin to feel that release in the set hamstrings, tightness on the back of your legs, particularly for those who do a lot of sitting, a lot of even running, jogging for runners. It's a good release, this one, yeah? Last 10 seconds. And release out, head up, chest slightly back. Take the blanket off, take the block off. Now maintain this, the block and the strap. Release your hamstrings where the tennis balls are. Now you bend your knees slightly. This time go to the calves. Place it in the mid-calves behind the back of the legs. Adjust the block to make it slightly further in taut and tight. Now if this doesn't agree with you, what you want to do is to widen that block so it allows you access to reach wider and pull the strap further. Okay? Okay. Now hold the block forward flat in front of you, and you want that blanket back up to the front edge of the block again. So it's towards the front edge of your foot. Stack your hands together, relax your lower forearm down, and you want to lift up the sternum towards your top block nearer to you, and then as if you're going to rest your sternum on top of the block. Of course, I'm not asking you to do deep forward fold. Reaching sternum towards your front chest block, and then lengthen forward. And then just look at your own hands, relax your neck, keep your chin lightly towards your Adam's apple, and then just breathe. And this time you're going to feel that stretch along the base of your legs, all the way to your calves, all the way to your feet. And it's a really good release for tight quads, tight hamstrings and calves. And you're going to feel a light pull on the lower back now. And just let the weight lightly leaning forward, uplifted, forward folding. Just one more minute here. Rest your forearm, rest your forehead forward and down. It's a really good release for your mid-lower back, part of your thoracic spine and your lumbar spine. Yeah? 10 seconds. And gradually move up. Palms, you're going to feel that hip release, base of the body release, blanket off, top block off. Alright, take the two blocks ready for the front, you're going to need it. Strap off, revisiting it maybe later. Tennis ball from the calves, put it away. Now this time, cross your legs. Keep leaning against the wall. Interlock your fingers, palms, stretch up, lengthen all the way, hold. 3, 2, and 1. Lean forward, hold the block inside your mat, and stretch forward. Stay. So you want to push your butt against the wall and lean forward, palms above the block. Stay. 2, and for 1. Good. Now once you're ready, lift up the eye gaze sternum, rock forward on your shin bones and the knees, uncross your legs into your tabletop position. Now you can see when you sit cross-leg forward fold, it gives you a gauge already on your all fours position. Palms forward on top of the block, knees under waist, light tuck your toes at the back. Okay, good. Now lift up the tailbone, arch for cow stretch, lengthen. Cat stretch, draw navel in. Inhale for cow stretch. Exhale for navel, cat stretch. Inhale again, cow. Exhale, draw in, hold there. 3, 2, and 1. Look, neutralize forward. Now good, you're going to lengthen your left leg and place your foot against the wall. Walk 1 block distance forward and knees follow. Okay? Lengthen your left leg. Push your foot against the wall and then walk the blocks forward and forward and forward. So as long as you feel your whole back left foot against the wall and you plant it safely behind you, you have your shoulders right above your hands and the block, and that's safe enough, and you know you're more or less there for a single leg tabletop. Okay? One more breath here and release. Change. Right leg, place it against the wall, heels to the wall, toes flex into your kneecap to stretch the back of your legs. Down to your hips, glutes, lower back. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Continuing with our active stretch here. Now this time, instead of flat long, tall long. Yes? Now lift up your knees. Walk your butt against the wall. And keep your butt and the heels and the back of the legs against the wall. Now we're doing a modified Uttanasana, forward fold. So you have your chest slightly forward. So I'm not asking you to draw the navel in tight towards your upper thighs and then fold deeply down towards the front. So the focus here is on the back of the bodies and the legs. So you want to maintain palms straight against the wall and hold feet hip width apart. Draw your navel in, lift the sternum forward between the blocks, and then look naturally towards the middle of the block, slightly in front. Look at my 10 toes, I flexed it up. The more I engage the side feet and the back heels, the more I feel that deep stretch into my calves, from my ankle, of course, up to the calves, up to your hamstrings and your glutes. So that's a good foundation for a forward fold, maintaining straight hips above your whole leg. One more breath, 2, and for 1. Good. Now look here, you're going to walk the blocks forward like stilts. Release your left heel, walk forward, and then look at the right heel at the back. Lift up against the wall. Okay? Good. Bend the front knee, inhale. Exhale, straighten the left knee, push the back heel against the wall. Inhale, bend the front knee to your modified lunge. Exhale, straighten back. One more, inhale. Exhale, hold. 2, and 1. Good. Now look here, this time bend the front knee, walk the blocks forward, and then lift up the right leg and place your right foot straight back. Try to keep it in line with the body and push back. Alright, assisted Vira Vajrasana 3, Warrior 3. Hold. Again, push the feet, or rather foot on the wall behind you. Stay. 3, 2, and
and 1. Good. Bend the front knee. Release your back foot down. Heels against the wall. Walk the blocks back. Close your front foot. Now you simply change foot. Right foot forward, left foot back. At the base of the wall, heels against it. Alright, inhale, lift up the sternum. Exhale, straighten the front knee, push back. It doesn't allow you space to straighten both legs. You can come forward a bit more. Inhale again. Exhale, straighten back. Very nice. One more. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, straighten back. Both legs straight, lean forward and look down. Stay. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the front knee now. Walk forward. More active stretch, alright? Assisted single leg lift against the wall. Walk forward. Left leg against the wall. Heels, toes flexing. Lift the chest and lean forward to deep stretch the back of your front leg. Stay. Hold. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Bend the front knee, glide the back foot down. Walk the blocks back next to your front foot and hold. Breathe. Now we're going to continue keeping the right leg at the front so it minimizes the transition, or rather I can do that for you. Change legs. Left foot forward, right foot back. Now look at my back foot. Instead of keeping the heels up against the wall, this time I'm going to land your whole foot down at the back diagonally. Alright? Bend the front knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Prep for Parsvottanasana. Side stretch up. Inhale again, bend the front knee. Warrior 1 legs. Exhale, straighten back. One more. Inhale. And this time exhale, straighten up. If you want to deepen your hips and the back stretch, lower the blocks. And then lean forward. Press your palms right above the block. And then keep your hips square, chest square along the mat. Breathe. More outer hips, side back glutes, all the way up to the back. Yeah, stay. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the front knee back. Higher the block again. Alright? Just for safety measures. Lift up the back heel. Change your legs. Right foot in, left foot back. Now don't lift the heels against the wall now. Land the foot diagonally down at the back. Bend the front knee, lift up the sternum. Exhale, straighten the front knee, push back. Inhale again, look forward, bend the front knee. Exhale, straighten, push back. And the last one, inhale. And exhale, push back, hold. If you want more, lower the blocks. Lift up the sternum. And engage your navel towards your pelvic and the hips. And then look down and forward. Deep stretch now. Outer glutes, hips against your front leg. Stay and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Bend the front knee. Lift the back heel. Land the knees down at this time. Alright? Glide the front knee and the foot back. Come back to all fours. Flatten the block again. And breathe. Hold. Stay. Breathe in, lift. Keep your cow stretch this time with tailbone lift. Circle the hips free. 2, and 1. Reverse the circle. Cat stretch, tailbone under. Rotate the hips free. 2, and 1. Now reverse. Good. Stretch your back of your legs as well. Now this time we're going to be lying down flat on the mat. Surfboard pose. 2 blocks for your hips and the pelvic. Folded blanket. Remove it so that it's not so thick. Forward. Yeah? So maintain long body. Adjust yourself with the hip joint on the blocks. Fold your forearms. Lie down sideways or your forehead down towards your folded arm. You can keep your legs out. Alright? Now you can keep a little bit of active stretch as well to tuck your toes and lift the heels at the back towards the wall if you really like that light active stretch to maintain that. Otherwise, I adjust your knees down towards the mat and then just keep your feet lightly against the wall. Fold the forearm, lie down safely. So this is going to release your lower back, lumbar spine, or it activates and firm up your front hip joint. Release your tired legs, quads, hamstrings, down towards your knees. Again, minor adjustment necessary. Yeah. If you want the blanket to be right on your chest, up towards your forearm, go for it. If you want it away from the chest, go for it. Soft breath now for this final 2 restorative pulls. Average 5, max 8 minutes. Try not to go more beyond that. Alright, you will feel more of the pressure if it goes beyond those timing. Just take 2 more breaths. You can pause and stay here longer if you like. And the final one. Exhale. Unfold your forearms. Climb on up. Take it easy. Take it easy. Peel the hips off the block. Okay? So you're simply going to turn your body around, guys. And this time, blocks are for your ankles. You want to unfold the towel or the blanket even more. So you lie down completely on a soft spot along the mat. Yes? Diagonally on the blocks. So your ankles and your feet are rested against the wall again. So look here, side shin bones, calves, foot is against the wall. And you slight bend your knees. So you roll your whole body down completely on the lightly folded towel or the blanket. Adjust your whole spine, neck against it. Turn your palms up, external rotation of shoulders. Land there and look at my feet against the wall. Again, if you want to insert a little bit of active stretch, straighten your legs more and engage the contact of the base of your feet against the wall. Otherwise, relax by bending your knees slightly out. So you can drop your toes to your side. Rest your calves, rest your ankles. And it'll give you a lighter feeling on your feet, especially when you've been walking, running around. 5 to 8 minutes max. And of course, this is your Shavasana. Props, adjusted Shavasana. Take final few breaths. Again, pause the video if you want to continue in your Shavasana. To enjoy your lying down posture, that's absolutely great as well. Alright, once you guys are ready to revisit again, take last final 2 breaths. And one more. Gradually release your feet off the block, off the walls, bend the knees. Feet, knees stacked together, roll forward, top hand forward, press up, sit up, cross your legs back to your Sukhasana. And there you go, restorative practice combining active and passive light stretches to ease the tension down the entire posterior muscles behind your back and your legs. Hope you enjoy that.
Stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you guys again.